Okay, we got it working right now. How everybody doing? Welcome to
Great.
Middle Ground with JLE L.L.C, where we treat you like family. That is the theme song, Detroit Love, off my first album, JLE Experience. One moment. How do I mute this over here? Oh crap. That didn't do it right. All right. I figured out because I'm getting the feedback when I was doing it, so I figured out.
Oh,
We will be on Instagram Live. Make sure I don't have no feedback on my end because I'm talking. Then hearing to go back like, okay, that's not good. I haven't figured out before the night's off.
yeah. Okay.
But we have another amazing guest for you in
Sir,
season
I'm
12.
getting it.
Yeah. Stopped on your end for a second, but we all right. We have financial literacy coach,
Oh,
entrepreneur, influencer, keynote speaker, licensed financial services professional, and CEO of Pinnacle Elite Agency Inc., Madonna Brown. Welcome to the show.
hey, it's an honor to be here. I just want to make one correction. Not CEO of Pinnacle Elite. I work up under Pinnacle Elite. So I
Oh,
just
okay.
wanted to make sure that's correct.
Okay, no problem. Check that out there.
I'd like
Oh.
to be. So you know what? You're projecting. You're projecting. I like where you're going.
Okay. What led you to this path?
You know what? I was in corporate America majority of my life. 7 years prior to where I am now, I was in what I call the mind body field. But I have to admit, I was never where I wanted to be. I wasn't sure where I needed to be. But then during the pandemic, I was introduced to this opportunity. And I tell you what got me. When I saw an article that said Black Americans are 228 years behind the wealth gap of white
Whoa.
Americans, something literally clicked in me. And like, I work with all people, but what I want to do is show our people that we can create generational wealth. We can have tax-free retirement. We can work from home and build wealth in an industry where you're helping people and you're not giving anything up. You're getting paid to help people. It hit my heart and not my head. And that's how I got here.
Okay. That's awesome. So, what is Pinnacle Elite Agency Inc.?
So, what Pinnacle Elite is, I work up under World Financial Group. World Financial Group has companies up under it. I am with Pinnacle Elite, that is up under Eric Olson, and Pinnacle Elite is the most successful company in World Financial Group. Prior to the pandemic, the it's just slipped my mind. The profits, that's not the word I want to use, but the profits were at 40 million. And after the pandemic, we're over 200 million almost at this point in 3 years. We went from
Oh,
40
wow.
million to over 200 million. And it's because literally we're helping people. And during the pandemic, people saw, I need to get myself and my family protected. So that's what did it. That's what did it.
Okay. How long had it been around?
How have I been there or the company?
Both.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Both.
Okay, so we have been around. Well, Transamerica has been around since the 1800s. World Financial Group has been around a long time. It's changed names, but over 20 years. And Pinnacle Elite has been around for just over 20 years.
Oh,
So
wow.
they've and I with them for 3 years. So yes.
Okay. And someone that might not know, what are all the services that are offered?
So everything is a basis of insurance. If I have an individual or a family in front of me, I protect your income with term living benefits. You have a chronic, critical, or terminal illness, you become the beneficiary. You get your money tax-free upon distribution. You have a mortgage insurance protects the bank. We have mortgage protection that protects you.
Okay.
You want to learn how to do infinite banking? We have that. So we have for individuals, you have a retirement plan, a traditional retirement plan with your company, the federal government, or your state. It's in a variable market and you're tired of that. We put you into fixed indexed annuities where your money, you're going from like to like, meaning tax deferred to tax deferred, but you're guaranteed to never lose it. I can say that everything I do, I guarantee you can never lose a penny. And with the same insurance products, I can help businesses, executive bonus plans, key person insurance, buy sell agreements. The best thing, you pay me for anything. I work with over 85 companies. They compensate us. So whatever I do for clients, they never have to pay me for my services, unlike financial advisors.
Oh, that sounds dope. That'd be the first thing has one hesitant is how much is it going to cost me to take care of my finances? That's not a bad deal.
Nothing. Now, of course, when you have your policy, you pay for your policy, but you don't pay me. And the thing is, for example, if you have a term living benefits and you got your policy the first week of December 2023, and you have been approved, you've paid your policy. If something happens to you December 20th, guess what? You get your money. As long as it wasn't in a crime or, you haven't done something where you were trying to harm someone else. But, that's the benefit of the policy. And these policies create generational wealth.
Yeah, you don't want to do no crime. You need to do it legally.
No crime. No crimes. Because if it's illegal, the insurance company would be like,
Yeah, they ain't messing with you.
Exactly.
They're probably gonna like, hey, they over there, go get them.
No, because listen, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So you go ahead.
No, people have to be honest when they're in front of us because, they have to look into your background. So, you tell us what's really going on with your life, what's going on with your business, because they're going to find out anyway. So, let's be upfront.
That's true. And that's probably the biggest thing that people need to really accept.
Yeah, because people don't want to tell you their background, but there's something called the MIB, the Medical Information Bureau, and they see everything. They don't tell us, but the underwriters would say, "Hey, there's a problem. Ask this person this or whatever." So, yeah, just up front. That's all.
And that's what you should do. Now, from you being a financial coach, what are some lessons you learned from people you helped?
I think I would have to say the first thing is always listen to the person in front of you. Don't ever try to sell something to someone that who cannot afford what you're doing. And sometimes people may want something. We always want to try to protect you first. You may need to come on board to make the money to get yourself a policy. So come on and be an agent. And the great thing is being an agent, it is a commission-based business, but you can keep your job. With other companies, you got to work at that company. I work from wherever my laptop carries me. So one thing, listen to the person in front of you. make sure you're doing right by the person. Don't put them in something that they can afford, because that's going to make you look like the bad person. If I can't afford something, why would I try to put, well, if I, but if the person can afford something, how are they going to look at me if I'm trying to force them into a policy they can't pay? So be honest with that person, and our company mission is mission over commission. So that is
Okay.
something we say, mission over commission.
That makes sense. Mission over commission. Now I see you're a keynote speaker too. What made you get into that?
I do. Well, you know what? I have to say, this industry has brought out a lot in me. I'm not, and I wasn't a shy person, but I didn't get out there. But again, when you have a calling and you have found it, again, I want everybody to protect themselves. And if you can't do it, then come on board with me. Let me train you. And because we have a
Mhm.
system. It's not like we here and let's just throw something at a wall. We literally have you know, that
Yeah, you
take
don't do that.
A to Z. Right, right.
Okay. Now I saw on your LinkedIn page you're an influencer. How does that work?
Well, you know what? And I swear it all comes literally because over time, prior to what I was doing this, that's when everything was getting big. But of course, TikTok, IG, everything got bigger after the pandemic. Excuse me, during the pandemic. But I became an influencer because I started educating people about what life insurance can do. Because again, a lot of people think life insurance is only for, after the person dies. Life insurance is only term, and somebody can only get it 6 months before they die. So everything with life insurance is associated with death, not living. And a lot of our products, if not all of our products, are for the living. The only product that I would say is for death is our Everest funeral concierge.
Okay.
And that is for your funeral. Family still has something afterwards. So everything we do is for the living. You are your own beneficiary. And most people have never heard that.
Mm, interesting.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot into it because you don't want to when death unfortunately comes, you want to prepared for it. You trying to scrounge up the money to take care of the
Yeah.
situation.
But just to end your question, though, excuse me, I became an influencer because I started talking about that. I started educating people, and I started getting a followings. And actually, I didn't call myself an influencer. TikTok and IG and Facebook started calling me the influencer. Joke with my friends now. I'm like, call me influencer, Madonna, please. So but they said I was the
Okay.
influencer. I didn't say it. So
Yes, I do notice the more I've been public on my Facebook or the stuff, they start sending you stuff on there like, okay, you getting more people noticing whatever you're publishing or content.
exactly,
So you are becoming this. And it's like, oh,
exactly. And when it comes from
okay.
when it comes from your heart, that's what make people follow you. When they know that you really believe in what it is you're saying.
Yes, I know. I got a book I'm gonna release probably next year, JLE Daily Devotionals, which was I would type whatever God wanted me to tell people, encourage them every day, and copy and paste all my
Mhm.
platforms. But God is a bully, so you're like, you know what? Get on TikTok, start video, and put your video everywhere. Like, oh man, you don't see my face, okay. So I'm trying to get more consistent.
That's
If you saw earlier on LinkedIn, putting that everywhere instead of writing it.
yeah. Yeah, and people will see that it's coming from your heart, and that's what attracts them to you.
Yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta be real about yourself because you can tell phony. you know, and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
The
And one more
money will
thing.
come in anything you do, but your purpose to me can't be the money because you might get it and it's
And let
gone.
me tell you, that's just it. That's just you get it and it's gone. And I'm going to tell you, I had someone who tried to prior to when I finally did get on. I had
Mhm.
someone who was very patient, showed me everything. I still couldn't feel it. I didn't have my voice yet, but like you said, when you found your voice, people started following you. So once I found my voice, when I started speaking, that's when I got followers. I didn't want to do it prior to who I know. Who am I? You know?
Man, I was trying after I did a test run. I'm scrounging to get the program, send you the link. I was having to stop on LinkedIn like 1,200 followers. What? How about that? I'm like, wow, I know people looking at me.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Exactly. You're inspiring people. You are inspiring people.
Yeah. Could told me I'd be
I
doing
had,
this
you
years
had to
ago,
think
man.
about that for a minute.
Yeah, I'm like, dang. Last I checked it was like 11:20 or something. Okay. I'm like 12:40. What the world, people? Man, they really watching you, Jeff. They see what you posting.
Exactly.
Like, okay, how about that?
Yeah.
Now, my spider sense tingling. You ever thought about writing a book?
But I've had a couple people ask.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you something. I have two books, but not about what I do. I have two books that I started from years ago because
Okay.
my imagination can get going. But about this, I haven't yet. And again, I haven't found that voice yet.
Mhm.
When I do, you best believe that I will, because I got to educate our people. I've got to, well, not, well, let me put it this way, specifically our people, but all people, to let them know that you don't have to stay where you are now. And my last few um, social media posts have been about, do you want the next 10 years to look like the last 10 years? And what are you going to do? And that's the question I asked myself when I got into this industry. What are you going to do, Donna?
No, no, I hear you on that. 'Cause
Ah, you got that question, huh?
I'm looking for next year. Okay, what you want the business to be doing each quarter? What you're trying to achieve?
Exactly.
Maybe a different spot for where we
And
are
you
right
know,
now.
and another thing I do for myself, I make myself an accountability sheet for every day of the week, and I can see what I'm doing.
Okay, that's
So
dope.
yeah.
You see every week. Write that down. I was just
Hmm.
think today, so yesterday post our video retape. Somebody write out what you're trying to do. How about that? We go same way we
Yeah.
live here. I'm with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have my goals for 2024 right here, right there,
Okay.
and in my bathroom.
Now you got everywhere. You're gonna make sure you ain't gonna forget.
Indeed. Indeed.
I hear that. I hear that. That's all right. See about
Yeah.
that. Um, I guess we kind of covered. What's the difference in a financial literacy coach and your job profession?
Well, actually, within what we do, we teach financial literacy because I don't just throw something against the wall when
Hmm.
I have someone in front of me. I
Okay.
do we sit down and we have a conversation. We sit down and I do a financial needs analysis on you. I sit down and I do a dime on you. What is dime? A dime tells you how much coverage a person should have. Now, that person might not be able to afford that, so it's adjusted. But a dime is you take whatever your debt is, all that debt. How much debt do you have? We take your income, we multiply your income by 10. If you
Okay.
have a mortgage, add that. And then we have education. If you have children, figure to educate them in from kindergarten or whatever until school, college is 100,000 plus. So however many kids are, add that up. And then if you have any kind of insurance policy, we minus that. That tells you how much you should have for coverage. So say someone, because of that, and let me just say one thing, that income, when I said multiply it by 10, what that
Mhm.
does is, should whoever have that policy dies, that family is safe for the next 10 years. So we
Okay.
take that income and multiply it by 10. That means the family is for the next 10 years. Now, if someone is a high net worth, we may do 14 years so that the
Mhm.
family is good. But that tells us how much the person needs. Now, of course, that person might be like, I can't afford $2 million. Okay, let's start right here. Let's just get you a policy. Let's bring you into the business. So
Mhm.
that's how you do it. So financial literacy comes with teaching them. We help people get out of debt. I have a debt counting clock where I help people put in what their debt is, and we typically do it from highest interest to lowest. I hit calculate, and it exactly, as long as you follow it, when you get out of debt. So it's teaching people about me. It's
Okay.
teaching people about money. There are rules to money, 3 rules to money. So,
Mhm.
teaching people about money.
Mhm.
So that's why it says financial literacy along with what I do. Because you can't just, again, you can't just throw something at somebody and expect them to understand it. If you, and I was just speaking to someone right before this, she wanted to do something for family members for baby. So I had a good conversation with her about, okay, says, I want to pay the first year. How would that work? Because they need to take it from year 2 on. I'm like, you got to educate them with what it is you're doing for the baby, or, and then that they should take it over after year 2. So it's always educating people, not throwing anything at anyone, not talking down to anyone. I meet you at your level, you
Okay.
know?
I understand that. Well, we reached the point to promote and market what you got going on. Floor is yours.
Well, my goal is, our company mission is no family left behind. That is my mission. And that was another reason that I came into the business, because a lot of us, as I said in the beginning, are being left behind. And a lot of us have businesses, and we think, can't, I don't know what to help. I can do everything that those financial advisors are doing for your clients. I can do an executive bonus plan for your business, key person insurance, buy sell agreements. I am here with you, whether it's for your family, whether it's just for you, whether it's for your business, and it's one person, 150 people. One product can protect it all. My mission, my calling has been found, and it is here, and I am here until I'm not. I am
Okay.
here until I'm not. I love what I do. I believe in what I do.
It's
And
awesome.
so that's it. No family left behind. Company mission, my mission too.
Okay. What has been your biggest challenge on your journey?
You know what? Like I said, I'm not shy, but you have to be open and out there. So I'd have to say, having to be out in front. If I'm with friends, I'm the life of the party. If I'm
Mhm.
not, I have to really, okay, Madonna, you get out there. I go places by myself, to events by myself, and I can't be a wallflower. If my mouth is closed, my business is closed. So that's
Okay.
it.
In your words, what has been your impact in the community?
Education, financial literacy, showing our people that life insurance is not what you saw your parents or your grandparents have. About a year and a half ago, I was speaking with a young lady in her mid 20s. was talking to her about life insurance, but she was hesitant because of what happened to her grandmother. So a lot of people still have that vision of their parents or grandparents exactly paying policies, and then when they die, they've paid thousands, and either they have zero, or they have, oh, here's your $300, $500 check, and it's like, wait a minute, what happened? So they have to get over what happened to their parents and grandparents. Maybe not get over, that might sound harsh, but they have to learn that life insurance is not what they had. It's like the flip phone compared with this latest iPhone. So let me educate you. Yeah, yeah, because that's what it is to people. And again, a 20-some-odd-year-old girl shouldn't be afraid of life insurance. So she just needs to be educated. So I want to educate people.
Yeah, you definitely need that. We
Yeah.
reached the Yoda game. So, have I made you comfortable enough to be reflective like Nietzsche, Aristotle, all them great minds? What advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
I would have to say sometimes you have to sit still. You literally have to sit still. So I used to live in LA. I loved it. And as a matter of fact, because of what I do, my plan is soon enough to go back and forth. However, when I was in LA, there was a time when everything, because I was your butterfly, but things just started falling by the wayside. And I found myself at home on Friday and Saturday nights. And I was like, but then I realized I was finding where I needed to be next. So sometimes you just gotta sit still, not literally. Sometimes, yes, literally, but sometimes just sit still, you know?
Absolutely.
Okay? Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
So sometimes, Jeffrey, you just gotta sit still and see what your next move is. If you really want it, if you really believe in yourself, it'll come. It'll come.
I agree. That is great
Yeah.
advice. Sometimes we don't do
And so
that to
yeah,
figure
if
it
things
out.
start exactly. So if things start falling away and kind of you've been thinking about things, just kind of let it be. Just kind of let it be. And as soon as it figured and it came through to me, my social life picked right back up. But it's obvious that at that time to make that decision.
Yeah, I never used to be home on a Friday night. I was in the streets, hanging out, trying to chase a female. It's amazing to be sitting here doing shows on the weekend. Like, wow, we have changed, brother. We was out there like, hey, what's going on, beautiful? What's your name tonight? And we here, absolutely,
Exactly.
Michigan and New York.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Well, I was out being chased, but
Of course, I see your pictures. I already know that. I already know that.
yeah, but yeah, sometimes just like you had to find it. Like, well, may I ask you, how
Sure.
did you know? How did you know? You know, where did you get this? What did it
Well,
take for you to get it?
when we had to sit down in 20 during the COVID, and I was finishing my degree, I watched political
Mhm.
shows, sports debate shows. Like, I got an opinion. I can do this. I got an old iPhone. Let me do this. I just started recording and start figuring out as I go. All right, we'll come over theme show and all that down the road, but let's do it and just learn it, get it out the mud.
Yeah,
I originally on my
yeah.
YouTube channel, Middle Ground JLE, probably like maybe 10 episodes from then where a lot of family and friends we talked about everything. And when I got close to graduating, it was like, all right, you gotta get some money in your pocket. So put that down, you're on the grind. And then life stuff started happening 21, got separated. And like, okay, well, what's my next move? Not sure. My boy mom, I saw she has a gospel show using Anchor app. I'm like, Anchor?
Mhm.
What's that? I'm a nurse. I'm in research. Like,
Yeah.
audio? I ain't gotta look at nobody. Oh, snap. I can do that. Then I looked at my degree, like
Right.
the energy it took to get that, put it behind this and see what happened. So I was cool doing audio. Send you the link, we chop it up, whatever. And but God be like, because he's like the mastermind puppet master. I call him. Like, you gonna help people, Jeff? Like, nah, man, that's my daddy's pastor. I ain't doing none of that. I tell him go left. That's where Jesus at. I'm cool. I'm doing this little thing right here. Then guests start saying, you got a way we connect with my people to see it. Like, ain't no live stream of this thing. What you talking about? We just got this audio. We good. Then I came across StreamYard. All right, what is this? Let me research it. Oh God, they're gonna look at me. I was terrified first video. But make the brain grow, so get out here and do it. And start learning, getting all this out the mud, figuring it out as I go. And I'm like, okay. But then I started noticing, dang, people really are. I love the people having on there, the grassroots people. If you ever get real big, it'd be cool to have the big name people, but I like to have the ground floor people, entrepreneurs. Like, okay, well, I'm just trying to. And then that's when God gave me the vision along the way, from the concept in mind all the way to profitability, interview, all career fields. That's one find their purpose. Like, so you want me to be Moses in these streets? What the world? I ain't signed up for that. All right. I want to smoke.
Found you.
Let me be obedient. And it start opening doors, write books, all them titles up there. I actually do the stuff. Like, wow, I wasn't expecting to do none of that. Okay. And as the people start getting comfortable with the tagline I put, where it treats you like family, because I want you to be comfortable. I'm a stranger. To share your story, it helps one find a purpose. As I start going over them, editing the shows, I start notice, like, I guess you really are called to be doing this. Because these people, you don't know if Adam, they really get comfortable. They share the stuff you expect them to bring up on the show that was bad or good and different, whatever. But the feedback I would get, like, oh man, that made me start working on things. Like, so I see why God wants you to do it. I ain't want to be doing none of this, but I'm seeing why. And whatever skill sets I have, I see it showing out through here to where people look at me like, man, you're a natural doing this. Like, man, I'm getting this out the mud. You think I'm a natural? I do a lot of research, watch other people's stuff. Like, okay. I'm nice.
I see big things for you.
Oh, there you go.
I see big things. Yes, serious.
Oh boy.
Even bigger. Because this is big. This is big. So let me say even bigger.
Okay. Well, I stopped fighting, so I'm be obedient so I can get to where I need to do it, get around the globe. Because I wouldn't want to not do my purpose. And I was asked that question maybe a year ago. If you died, what would be your biggest regret? And not to live my purpose. Like, for real? Like, yeah. I mean, I died at birth already, so I would like to think what I was created to do, I actually did it.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Makes sense.
So he got me up in these streets helping people when I wasn't trying to do all that. But I'm noticing the response. So I'm
exactly.
Keep growing.
Exactly. And that's what that's just
What is your first podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I live by the tagline, make you feel comfortable?
Oh, I felt like we've known each other since childhood, okay? This has been wonderful. This has been wonderful. And like I said, I've seen some of your other shows. You are a natural, and I really see bigger things coming for you.
Now, I got other shows. I would tell people, this is the main thing. But if you see me on my sports show, you might be cracking up because me and my co-host some wild takes, and we go back and forth. We be entertained.
You're supposed to do with sports. That's what you're supposed to do with sports.
Yeah, and then people like you talking like, man, I'm making sense. Y'all ain't making no sense. What y'all talking about? Then I got my other show where
should have seen my quiet father. My quiet father, when he got in front of sports, my father was crazy. So good thing. Hey, we're diverse people, right?
Absolutely. I tell anybody, don't expect this if you watch Sports Lounge. Nah, we
Right,
talking sports. And
right.
I hear some crazy takes like that's
Exactly.
crazy. What's wrong with you? That makes no sense. This corporate here. This
Our
corporate
bets
audience.
are off, huh?
Yeah, over there, yeah, we're gonna toss a smack.
Oh, exactly. And you're supposed to. I mean,
Exactly. And
we all
I be
have
laughing
multiple
because people be
sides.
more engaged. I'm like, we love sports in this
Yeah,
country. Talk a smack about it. Like, okay.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Can I just say one thing? Well,
Sure.
but
So don't
I
you?
speak Spanish. So
Okay.
if you see my reels, you see I speak Spanish. Speak it, read it, write it. So I'm bilingual. So if you have Spanish speaking listeners,
Go ahead.
even if because people listen to things. I'm up here, listen, I'm a BTS fan. I'm a grown woman. I'm a BTS fan. I don't understand anything they saying, but I love it. So if you could have Spanish people listening to you
See
and
that.
they know you make sense, reach out to me if you want to check.
Okay.
And if any of your listeners are really looking for additional income, you know, please reach out to me, because this can be a life changer to protect your family, protect your business, and create additional income.
Absolutely. I'm make the after I do everything, you'll notice latest episode. I put information there and put that everywhere so people can know to go to
Yes,
your LinkedIn, look up Madonna Brown, and contact you
indeed,
or Pinnacle Elite Agency. Look you
indeed.
up and get that help they need.
Yep,
So
exactly. Everything is there.
we want to thank financial literacy coach, entrepreneur, influencer, author. Write that up there now. Keynote speaker, licensed financial services professional of Pinnacle Elite Agency Inc. Madonna Brown for sharing her journey. Hope whoever listening, all 31 countries, all age demographics, inspires you to get on the ground and do what you need to do. And then, of course, Doug.
And may I thank you, sir.
She offers financial
I
service. A big bro.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
So a quick spin of what you do since he came in late. If you don't mind.
Okay, so what I do is I help families go from the 95% to the 5%. And I do it all with life insurance products. A lot of people think life insurance products are something that, your grandparents had. It's only for the dead people, but everything I do, tax-free or bond distribution, helps you protect your income. So I'm in the business of protecting people and teaching financial literacy.
Okay. And anybody else just replay the episode? She's doing a lot of great stuff.
Right.
She's there to help you. And let God do what he do. Do you set up IUL?
Yes, Mr. Cobb, I do. That is our number one baby. That
What is
is
that?
the trust fund, an index universal life. Now, what an index universal life is, it is your infinite bank. It is your tax-free retirement. It is your, you can do anything as long as you have cash value. It has to be properly structured and funded. It is an insurance policy. It has 6 internal revenue code protections. So a lot of you'll hear people who are unknowledgeable tell you, oh, insurance doesn't do that. When I tell them the insurance codes that protect it, and a lot of people, whether you love it or not, O.J. Simpson, the reason he's still living very well is because he had an index universal life. People can sue you, but can't touch that index universal life. Protected from creditors, predators, bank, IRS, inflation. That index universal life, that is what, if ever you've gone to school with kids who say, I'm a trust fund baby, or a kid who, oh, I'm going to Paris and my money is paying for it. That's an index universal life. It's just life insurance. But we've never been privy to knowing that. Again, we've only come from what we saw our grandparents have. And that was nothing sexy or fun. Yeah. So yes, Mr. Cobb, index universal life, and anyone who came in late, I do not charge. I cannot charge for my services. So you would never have to worry about it from me. If I ever try to charge anyone, the company would be like, thank you, give me your license. So I'm compensated by my companies. Yes, buy, borrow, die.
I don't get that, man. What you mean by that? Are you talking about trying to borrow from it?
You can. Well, yeah. So if he's saying that, yes, but that index universal life, again, I always have to say, as long as it's properly structured and funded, and you have cash value, you can borrow. It is your own family bank. It's called, and you know what? I'm willing to give anyone who wants to listen to you. I have some PDF books. I have the Retirement Miracle and Money Wealth Life Insurance. So if anyone is interested, I have form books that I can send to them. But an index universal life, yes, you can borrow from it. And say, for instance, you need to borrow something. They charge you to borrow your money. They charge you maybe 2.75%. But guess what? That money that is still there because you're borrowing. Okay, Mr. Cobb, I will get you those books. Just make sure I have a way of contacting you.
You get it to me, I'll give it to him.
So you're okay. So I'm sorry, I lost my. Oh, so that money is still in the account because you're borrowing it. So the money that you're borrowing is you're being charged 2.75%, but your money is still there, and that's earning 2.75%. So you're borrowing from yourself at zero.
Wow.
You're borrowing from yourself. Your money in the account is earning much more, but since you've taken that money out, they have to, that's why they're like, okay, we have to charge you since you're borrowing from your own self. Now, technically, you're taking the money out, but because the IRS is very picky, you're just borrowing your money. If you pay it back, if you don't pay it back, it comes out of your death benefit.
Oh, wow.
And that's on index universal. For the term living benefit, you never have to pay that back. If you're chronically or critically ill, they send your money. Once it's been confirmed by a medical professional dealing with your case to the insurance company, you got your check in about 2 to 3 weeks. And I also have information videos if people want to learn more about our policies or about the possibility of coming on board.
Yeah, I'm going to learn about that. I need a trust fund.
You and I are going to have a sit down, sir. Mr. Jeffrey, we're going to sit down and have a little tete-a-tete.
I need to make a video. My hard work did that for you. So that right.
Gotta protect ourselves. We gotta protect ourselves.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely learning that with business. I need to know what the 1% know, man. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, let me protect you with life insurance. Let me protect you with life insurance. Let me do that executive bonus plan. Let me do, if you have people working for you, key person insurance. Buy, sell, protect that company. If anything should ever happen to you, you have partners, insurance policy can help you protect that company of yours. Again, insurance is not what you grew up with, not what you probably think.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't got no partner.
And I'd like to invite everyone to look at my reels because that talks a lot about life insurance and you can learn more as well.
You on TikTok too?
Yes, indeed, sir.
So now I gotta follow you.
Yes, I am. And okay, I'm gonna have to look it up. Excuse me, folks. I'm not being rude, but I have to look up my name on TikTok.
Well,
I think I'm in.
Well, if you go look at me, you can follow me.
I am. Yeah, but I'm Madonna Brown Insurance 1 101. Madonna Brown Insurance 101.
Okay. Look that up. Add you to the list. So I'll be on that thing now.
Yes, please do, because I will definitely. I got to follow you on more platforms. I got to know more. Wait a minute, and I want to see your sports thing too, sir. So
that's at 9:30.
Let us speak.
I'm telling you right now.
Got it.
This ain't this show.
Different beast. Different beast.
Yeah. We put on the sports act, and we talking a lot of trash.
Listen, like I said, I grew up with that.
Laugh like,
my father,
okay.
Yeah.
And
now,
I just
my
like
father
this,
was a principal. He was our reserved. Yeah. I get it. I get it. My was a quiet, reserved man, but let the sports come on, he wasn't quiet anymore.
I mean, I would have to say this the flagship, but I've noticed people gravitate because me and my homeboy cousin, but I never knew like sports. We had a right chemistry where she could say something that don't make no godforsaken sense, but she's funny in who she is with it. And she stand on it like, okay. You know, like for example, first ever you did an episode where the Lions beat Kansas City, first game of the season, right? Man, they ain't really do nothing. Like they went on the road and beat them. What are you talking about? Man, Jeff, they ain't do nothing. Like, oh my God, what's wrong with this lady? Did she watch the same game I watched? So we go back and forth. Like we can't get to the next topic till I get your mind right, because you ain't making no sense right now. And you be down laughing.
You know what kind of fan I am?
They do.
As far as sports, I love to find out what's happening, but I can't watch it. Believe it or not, it's too tense for me. It's too much for me. So I can't watch it, but I love to follow it. I mean, not follow it, but I love to know what's happening.
I definitely come back at 9:30. We'll be on here and you comment. I'm gonna put your comment up there. I'm gonna shout you, hey, this is the guest for the night on Middle Ground. Now she over here in the sports lane with us with the lines. We chopping it up. And when I'm see if she got some crazy takes, I'm gonna talk smack to her too. We all gonna have some fun talking smack about this.
I'd be like, wait a minute, what just happened? What just happened? And okay, little something, a little laugh. When I was a kid and I got on my mother's nerve, and it was a Sunday, because when we were growing up, that's when it was, on Sundays. Mm-hmm. My punishment was go up to your father and sit there and watch sports. I would be crying. My father would sit me on his lap, that leg shake. Daddy's little baby got to go to sleep. Daddy's little baby. And that's where I took my nap. So that's my experience with my dad.
Yep, like, man, I want to be. Okay, you gonna be back soon? Like, I'm trying to do my thing on the phone with this girl. You got my nephew right here, man. But sometimes it works out. It's like, you got a baby? Yeah, it's my nephew. I'm trying to look at my sister like, oh, I like to learn. Oh, you do? Or, I'm trying to be a good uncle. You know what I'm saying? I love the kids.
Listen, if they getting on your nerve, put them on your lap and bounce them and say, "Uncle, little baby, to go to sleep." They gonna fall out.
I got one more question. Do you do Roth IRA?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do Roth, but I would advise you about the tax benefits. You can't put as much in a Roth as you can with an IUL, but yes, absolutely, Roth IRAs. Yes, sir, Mr. Cobb. Mr. Cobb seems to know quite a bit.
Yeah, you taught me a little bit. You're like a big bro. Coming in here late. Talking smack, What's the antennas all this other time, man? Don't want to talk too much. You might come down the street. Knock on my door.
Oh, he's that close. Okay. You're welcome. I don't know if that thank you's for you or for me, but
no, that's for you.
You're welcome, Mr. Cobb.
On the Middle Ground, we make sure the listeners get what they need. That's what we're here for. It's all about the guests, and we learn some more new stuff because Get your trust fund bank together so you be in these streets doing it the right way.
Huh?
Inflation, that's
Doing it
how
the
you get
right
in.
way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, exactly, because you want to outpace inflation. I always say people should have 6 to 12 months in the bank. But did you know that unless you have thousands in the bank, you're earning less than 1% on your money? And if you had $10,000 in your bank account earning, and let's say, let me just give 1%, because if it was less than 1%, it would take 120 years for your money to double. But at 1%, if you're earning 1% on money, it would take 72 years for your money to double. 72
Wow.
years. You heard me, 72 years. And
Wow.
people who are in the 95%, they're either in 1% or 4%. When you start learning about money, you're in 6 to 12%. At 6%, your money's doubling every 12 years. At 12%, your money's doubling every 6 years. That's
Mm.
compound interest, not simple interest. And people
Mm.
need to learn the difference between the two. So that's
Yeah,
what
I
I mean when
learned
I
to
say
understand that.
teaching.
You made it make better sense now.
Mhm.
I learned that in my finance
Yeah,
class, but
simple
you made it
interest
make better
is,
sense, like compound interest.
yeah,
Okay.
simple interest. You have $10,000 in the bank. It grows in a year. Say it grows to 10,000. I mean, it grows 1,180. Year two, you should be getting interest on 11,180. But no. Simple interest, they're still giving you interest only on that original principal.
Mm.
With compound interest, guess what? That 10,000 grew to 11,180. Year two, you're earning interest on that. Year
Mm.
three, you're earning interest on whatever interest was gained in year two. That's the difference with compound interest
Mm.
compared to simple interest.
So we see Middle Ground has game for you on Friday night. You need to reshare this episode. Catch up.
Jeffrey is here, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He got the pulse of the nation.
You're working on it. You're only gonna be there. And them
I'm telling
sponsors.
you, bigger things are coming. Bigger things
I
are
would see
coming for
that.
you.
I would see that to where I'm doing different things in 24. For sure. I
Okay.
need that in my life. I need my private jet.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to have a hood meeting and put people up on game. Mr. Cobb, I'm only a Zoom away. And I already do give Zooms for my people. For all people, not my people. All people. Educating people. Jeffrey, let's set that up with Mr. Cobb.
Yeah,
And
we
I'll
can do
kick you
some
some game on how you can benefit from it as well. So let's do it.
meeting. I'm gonna figure that out, try to do it before the year out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be something going to 24. Hmm. Okay. All right. So we're gonna set that
You're
up.
welcome.
Anybody want to check it out? And I probably even
And I'm going to get you those books. I'm going to get you those 2 books, Jeffrey. I'm going to get you those
yeah,
2
and
books so you can
I
send
get
it
it.
to whomever wants them.
And I'm thinking since with this, when we do it, it could be where if someone wants to come on, I could. Hmm. Yeah, I could just send them the link and they could pop in because I have up to 10 people or one or whoever want
Yeah.
to ask you a question.
I mean, however you want to do it. We could do it on here. We could do it on Zoom. We could do it wherever you find it best. You and Mr. Cobb.
Well, you got some more knowledge from this great guest, financial coach, licensed professional,
Yes.
all the great things I've said a few times on this show. Madonna Brown,
Exactly.
appreciate her. She's gonna help me get my game up as well because she keep prophesizing
Yes.
over there. More work,
Yeah.
more stuff. I got you. Bigger and better.
Yeah.
I receive that.
Bigger and better. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
And I definitely appreciate you for sharing your journey and all the information. You're always part of the Middle Ground family now. You have something going on, you want to be a guest, let me know. Bring you on here. You want to be a guest on
Listen, at any time. Anytime I can educate, because like I said, I educate all people, but I really need to be with the, show the Black and brown people what's out there. You can do the exact same thing, put your money the exact same place university and corporations put their money. So all of that, willing and open at any time.
And if you missed it, watch this episode. It ain't on Instagram. Yes. We keep working to get that fixed. So I don't hear no feedback when I'm talking because that just don't sound right. First class over here. We ain't bootleg. So if you don't see it on there right now, that's why you don't see it. I'm gonna have that fixed. They just added today. I ate early and took a nap, woke up 6 there, like, oh damn, I'm supposed to fix that already. Let me try to see can I do it real quick. But get it right. So it'll be on Instagram everywhere. It's on Twitter though. You go over there, YouTube channel Middle Ground JLE, my Facebook, LinkedIn, Jeffrey L. Edwards. So it's everywhere pretty much. TikTok ain't got on the board yet where you can live stream there. I think they coming since Instagram finally let you do it. So they'll be next, I'm assuming. Road. Then I ain't got to do nothing.
Probably.
Not go add nothing over here. Hit start. And it's everywhere. But hope you enjoyed this show. Right. I got to create the whole.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for doing it. The Sports Lounge at 9:30. Come back for that one. Here's some takes on the latest in sports.
Thank you.
11:30 is ground floor. Social conversation show. Then we have another great interview guest tomorrow. JLE Weekends. Everybody check it out. Till next time, everybody. Have a good weekend.